Nobody has taken my words and gone.
Hey guys, Grace Linehunter here, coming to you from Adelaide, the capital city here in South Australia. The following is the top 10 things I learned from Gary Vee. I love that guy. I'm a spiritual artist and a life designer. I'm just getting started with my business. Just launched my site the last few days. You can check it out at Lion Hunter Official. That's lionhunterofficial.com. You can download my 7 dream cards, 7 questions there that I'll ask you that will determine whether or not I can help you or not. So you can find out in 60 seconds or less whether or not I can help you at lionhunterofficial.com. Okay, no more promotion from me. That's it, buddy. Let's jump in. This is the top 10 things I learned from Sir Gary Vee. Enjoy, guys. We'll see you on the other side. Bye. Yeah,
I think nobody has taken my words and gone real practical. Like, I think somebody should brand the like, I think you should call it like the journey to 42. Somebody needs to put some context around what I'm doing. I think like 26, right? The 20-year itch.
It's like
I think you should.
I don't want to speak over Mr. Gary Vee. Look, I'm going to have to do it if I want to create some content right now.
And made it about that.
Otherwise, I'll just be copying his stuff and putting it somewhere else. A little extra distribution, perhaps. But I don't think he needs it. I certainly don't have the platform to push it anyhow. But here's the top 10 things I've learned from Gary Vee from sitting under his content for the last couple of years, just on and off. But the last month, more so, probably consumed more content than ever. So it's a little bit more fresh in my mind. And right now I'm watching some YouTube. You can hear it in the background. You heard it at the start of the video. This is the 60-second club winner, a personal branding meeting with Jill. So, is it Jewel or Jill? I don't know how to pronounce his name. Sorry, bro. I actually saw it. I thought it was going to be Jill, the music star, the pop singer, a female. So I totally fucked this one up, fellas. Anyhow, top 10 things that I've learned from Gary Vee. In no particular order. One, documenting over creating. I think that is super amazing. You don't have to fake it till you make it. You can look. I'm going to. The reason I'm being so slow is that I just love this content. I just want to sit and watch it. I'm a guitarist, so I can definitely do 2 things at once. I can play rhythm and melody, and I can sing at the same time as well. God damn. And I can tap my feet too. But I just had to shut that down. No disrespect intended. I just couldn't think straight. I literally wanted to stop this recording and just watch. So, well, this gives me an opportunity. I'm on my laptop here just to punch open a text document so that I won't repeat any of the top 10. And I'm sorry if this is taking too long for you. Maybe I will speed up the audio for you in the post. But I mean, it's just enjoy. Just enjoy the moment. Otherwise, you've got a carrot on the stick that you keep on going to. The first thing I said that I learned was document over create. If you don't know what that is, then you haven't been listening to Gary for very long. But basically, you don't need to create super stellar content, and I've been hearing again and again, keeping it real and, raw, like really raw and really fresh and kind of like vulnerable content. I mean, that's good. And in the documentation process, it's often that. It's trial and error. It's showing the story behind the scenes, right? And that does show transparency to a brand and adds another dimension, right? And it's almost like that reality TV thing. It's cool. So that's the first thing. Second thing is speak your truth. Speak your fucking truth, right? Don't just... You can't just copy somebody else's thing and think because you got the strategy in place in your mind, or, you know, you can see how something works tactically, to you go and execute it under the Gary Vee umbrella, or the way that he would kind of administrate things. Because really, you've got to be the truth. You've got to be the word made flesh. You've got to be who you say, and you've got to say what you do. You've got to be fully transparent, and you've got to be the real deal. You can't hide. I mean, there's different levels of different layers of openness to a person. Obviously, Gary hangs out with his family on the weekends, right? And he doesn't showcase his family or his kids. You know, so there's wisdom in all of these things, but you've got to speak your truth, and that's the second thing. Third thing, and this kind of goes along with it, is honesty. Just honesty, integrity, just being fucking honest, owning it. You know, just being honest. That's a big part of. And see, I can't recall a speech that he's given that I can, you know, point at and go, that's where he talked about that. But just in who he is and how he goes about his truth, his mantras, his you know, in his speaking gigs, the way he comes across, it is just honest. It is honest. He doesn't care what people think. He's not trying to sugarcoat anything. He'll tell you whether your idea sucks, whether you're barking up the wrong tree, or whether you're fucking onto something. He'll tell you. So be honest. And this leads to the next thing, number 4. And that is, speak about what you know. Because often I've heard Gary say, look, this is what I'm thinking. This is my 2 cents on this. But, you know, I'm not an expert on it, and I certainly haven't done the work, and I haven't done the thing for years and years to really make this comment stick and to really have weight in this discussion. So I'm kind of putting my 2 cents. You might think it's weighty because it's me, it's Gary Vee, but it's, you know, he's humble in that he only speaks what he knows. And I think that's really important. And that's why he kind of makes fun of the young life coaches, the young life coach brigade out there that are kind of like faking it till they make it. I think if you're a little ahead on the journey, you can certainly help. And that looks a lot like coaching sometimes if people are really serious about the roles involved. So I don't think it's black and white, but I definitely like that he does have a dig at people for that. I'm a life designer, but that's because I know, you know, that life isn't just about what you accomplish on the outside. It's actually what's more important is the inside. Are you actually fucking happy? Do you actually know who you are as a soul? These things are very important, and the thought life and the emotional life are not to be, you know, overlooked. They should be overemphasized, if anything. Of course, all things work together, and I don't want to harp on about my thing, but that's just my 2 cents on it, and I'm speaking about what I know. Okay, so this leads me to the next thing, is the 2 cents. I did read a blog post about this, and this is really, really cool. The 2 cent, the $1.80 strategy on Instagram. You go ahead, I think it's your top 9 hashtags. Excuse me, because I haven't done much Instagram work. So if I fuck up on this, apologies. You can look it up your damn self on Gary Vee's site, on his blog. The $1.80 Instagram strategy is really, really king, and something that I want to do. I haven't implemented it yet, and that's cool, but that's next on the agenda. So basically, you put in your 2 cents, you put in your comment on just the most relevant hashtags around your niche, and the top, you know, 9 that have posted, and their accounts. You go through their accounts and you make sure they're relevant, and you start to bring in context, and you start to bring community into the community, because the community is already established, but sometimes there's not any bridges there. So you start building bridges between these networks until you know, become like a spider in the spider web. Anyway, that's the 2 cents. Putting your 2 cents on stuff, I think that's really good. That was the 5th, now 6th thing I've learned from Gary Vee, is that you've got to be yourself. And if you've got a potty mouth, let it shine, because it's not really what you say, it's who you are when you say it. And I really appreciate that, you know, he's himself. So be yourself. You know, if he didn't feel comfortable in his own skin saying shit ass bitch, fuck, cunt, whatever he says, then it's not going to come across with any integrity. Like, it's not going to come across at all well. It's going to be like weak. So yeah, don't use that kind of language if you don't believe in yourself while you're saying it. Like I said, it's not what you do, it's who you are when you say it. So if you do that kind of stuff, you say those things just because you're trying to be like someone else, then you're weak. Amen. But if that's you, then just fucking go for it, you know? Let your light shine to the men of the world, the men and the women of the world. I tried to get real scriptural there, but I couldn't even fucking remember the Bible verse. Hallelujah, Jesus. Anyhow, the 7th thing I learned from Gary Vee is work. Work. Like whatever needs to get done, you just put your head down and do it. Do. Speed of implementation. Doing. What are you doing? Stop strategizing and fucking jump in the deep end and do it. I don't care if it takes 15 hours a day, you do it. There's no excuses. That's, I don't want to get all Nike on you, but just do it. It's the same old story, right? So that's the 7th thing I've learned from Gary Vee, is just fucking do. The 10th one I've already got in mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, I'm making notes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we got 3 more to go. I'm going to punch in number 10. We'll save it for later. It's coming to my head. It's quite a humorous one for me. 2018. I'm coming at you from Adelaide City, the capital city here in South Australia. And goddamn, it's a good place to be. If you want to know more about me, then just follow your nose. I'm sure you're resourceful enough to find out a little bit about me. I'm a small-time player, but I've been doing big things in the spirit, baby, because all breakthroughs in the natural come first in the spirit. Don't know if you knew that. I'm talking about what I know, bitch. Okay, let's move on to the next. I love this. I hope you guys are getting some value out of this, and kind of, if you've listened to Gary's stuff, you're probably thinking, oh, this is on point, or maybe you're thinking, oh, he hasn't said this or this. So if you've got some comments to add, then certainly add them. Add your 2 cents, and let's all learn from one another. But the last one was do it. That was number 7. Number 8. Am I stalling? Am I running dry? I don't know. I've punched in number 10. I've just got 2 more. I'm just meditating on that face right now. He actually looks a lot like my friend Jace McPhee. So Gary, that's good. He's a good-looking guy, Mr. Jace McPhee, and he's a fucking rad dude. And in my hometown here, actually used to play in a band together. He plays bass and I play guitar, and we used to play in a punk band when we were younger. That was a lot of fun. But he dead set looks a lot like you, or maybe you look a lot like him. I don't know how it works, but just a side note, that's pretty funny. That's not number 8, by the way. I didn't learn that from Gary Vee. I learned that from life. All right. Let's see now. Reverse engineering is something I'm thinking about for number 8. Also, reverse engineering and seeing into the future, because you're seeing a little ahead of the curve, like just being able to predict trends. So there's a couple for number 8, reverse engineering and picking trends. That's what I learned from Gary Vee. You can do that if you're actually doing. If you're strategizing only, watching, then yeah, you could probably predict stuff. But if you're doing it and strategizing and watching, so you've got awareness, and you could chuck that in number 9 if you want, awareness, fucking self-aware, what is going on around you right now. The 2 work together, because you don't want to work so much in your business that you just lose all eagle vision. You want to have the eagle vision working, and you want to have the ox nature working as well on the ground, grounding things out. So there's a few things in there for number 8. Number 9, goddamn, and then we've got number 10 already penciled in for you. Okay, number 9, build pillar content. Just build content. Stick your flag in the ground with your thing and just build content. And you know what? Just focus on what you do best, and then as you get a team together that help produce that content and distribute it through the various channels available, then just do that. If you're really good at video, stick to video, and then you can strip the audio for the podcast, maybe add a little, tidy it up a little, add a little extra, or if you're really good with audio like me, I like audio and I like video, so oftentimes I'll record the audio and chuck it a video, and then you can transcribe that bitch, and then you've got like different formats of the same content so that people can receive it, eat it and drink it in the way that they like to eat it and drink it. You're not force feeding the content, and you're actually being relevant, because someone who just reads, they ain't going to listen to your podcast or watch your videos. Someone who just watches YouTube, they ain't going to read your fucking blog post. So that's the 9th thing, is the content creation. And I think that's something that Gary's proven to be a pillar in his business over and over again. He's showed us how by what he's done. And the 4th thing, it's not the 4th thing, my God, I'm thinking 4 corners as if it's a square that's finished, as in the foundation has been set. Let's use this as a springboard. And we've got every excuse under the sun now with these great leaders coming in our generation that are breaking us free from the system that was broken. Now we can choose ourselves. Hallelujah. Number 9, we just did it. Number 10, get ready for it. And that's what I love about Gary's. I love this, Gary. I love this, man. I love this concept. And you could put so many things on this list, like compassion and empathy and all this stuff. But when all that's said and done, you sit there with the person who's broken or who's been through hell and back, and you sit there, and they're still alive, they're still breathing, they've still got a chance, they've still got an opportunity, they've still got a vision. Or maybe they don't. But what do you say to them? And What's next? You know? Yeah, I broke my leg. I was going to do this. I was going to go touring, but, I was going to write a blog, but then I got sick, and then, my mother died, and then I went through hell with drugs. It's like, and I love it. Self-pity is fucking useless. Get over your damn self. Get over the ego. Realize that the same life, the same spirit of love is running through all our veins. So let's just get over ourselves and let's do a good thing. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this. I know it ran a little long. That's why I sped it up a little. But the original, ran for a good, almost 20 minutes here. But if you listen, if you got some value out of it, let me know. And, follow your nose. Come find me at lionhunterofficial.com. See what I'm up to there. And love you, Gary. And love you guys. Take care and all the best in all that you do. Catch ya. Ways, Serpent.